In a very under the radar random interview on Eurogamer.net, it was revealed that Anno 1800 is coming back to Steam on the 6th of December. This was not announced in any blog that I can find or anywhere else. We did get confirmation from Ollie Thorloff over on the Discord server saying that he can confirm that this is accurate and true, but there's been no actual announcement about this happening until now. So, for the last 3 years, people have been complaining, I want the game on Steam. I want the game on Steam. I want to play on Steam. I want to have my friends list on Steam. I want my hours tracked on Steam. Fine, whatever. Now you get to have it on Steam. Don't forget, you're still going to have Ubisoft Connect installed in order to play the game. Steam just acts as a launching platform and a place to purchase the game and DLC content, but Ubisoft Connect is still required and has been, even for the people who bought the game on Steam at pre-release and the people who buy it on Epic Game Store. Ubisoft Connect is still required to play the game. So you're going to have both platforms regardless of where you buy it. So what does this mean, really? Well, we know that December the 8th is when the game, the next DLC is launching for Anno 1800. That is New World Rising. So that is releasing on December the 8th. So this gives them another market to tap into on Steam to be able to hopefully get some more sales of the game. I can really see them pushing sales. They're trying to get more sales going. I have a whole somewhat tinfoil hat theory that the game has been underperforming very, very poorly in Season 4. And they are trying to push things out to make more money from Anno 1800, pushing it onto Steam to try to get some more money from that. Taking the console edition coming out later next year, trying to get money from that. I really think Anno has been underperforming their benchmarks that they had for it this year, and so they are trying to get it into as many faces as possible to boost sales. Now, what could this mean for future content? Now, I am not going to go and strictly say there will not be a Season 5. I think there's about a 60% chance that we're going to see a Season 5, but I'm not sure if Season 5 will be actual gameplay content like DLC content like we have had. I'm kind of thinking, now this is just me spitballing here, that if we do get more content in 2023 for Anno 1800, I think it's going to come in the form of scenarios. They just added in the Grand Gallery with the last DLC update. The Grand Gallery is a place that you can spend golden tickets to get items and cosmetics and things like that. It's the perfect foundation for adding small-scale content that is quick and easy to put together, like scenarios, and add rewards in to keep people buying small, I don't want to call it microtransaction, that's not the right word for it, but kind of games as a service type thing, where they just constantly release small paid updates in the form of scenarios that you can play to get tickets to buy more cosmetics and skins and all kinds of stuff for the game like that, items and such like we have now on there. So if we get content for Anno 1800 in the next year for a Season 5, I would almost be very surprised if we got full-scale DLC content. I mean, honest to God, what else can we do? We've covered the old world to death. We've covered the new world to death. I don't see them making DLCs to cover other DLCs, like an updated DLC. I know some people have been saying, oh, they'll make a new DLC to, add on to the Arctic. Well, that's going to mean a DLC requires another DLC, and they don't like to do that. They don't like one DLC being dependent on another one for the functionality of it. They have DLC crossover mechanics, such as stuff with the food and drink venues from Tourist Season, the arcades from High Life, things like that. You'll get some crossover, just some bonus stuff, but it's completely playable without that DLC content. So I don't see them making like an updated passage deal, a new passage DLC that, you have to have the original passage DLC for. I don't see that happening. And I don't really know. I mean, God, Jesus, I already can hear the comments. Oh, they're going to go to Asia. God, no, please stop. Just stop with that. Seriously, stop with it. Just stop. They're not going to go to Asia. Just quit. If they do, I'll chew my foot on camera, okay? But I don't think they're going to do it. Someone's going to write that down and remind me I said that. Anyways, I think they're going to do small-scale content. It is almost a sure fact at this point that they are working on the next Anno game. It's almost a given that they are probably working on the next Anno game at this point. But they want to keep people, they want to keep people, on the line. They want to keep the community engaged with the franchise. Releasing small-scale stuff like scenarios, which are quick and easy to put together, is the perfect way to do that. A little $5 scenario here, a $5 scenario there a few times a year. Keeps people coming back to the game, keeps a little bit of money coming in for it, plus with the sales on Steam and console, and they can continue with a revenue flow and keep people playing the game. So that's my idea for why we're seeing all of this transition onto other platforms and onto completely different gaming systems with the console release later next year. Which, by the way, speaking of that console thing, there is something I did not mention in my console edition video, but has been kind of talked about, and I feel like I need to say this. The console edition, as of right now, is only getting the base game. It's not getting DLC content. It's getting the base game and certain quality of life updates that we've had over the last few years. But it's not coming with any DLC. It's just the base game. I think they're going to wait and see how the base game does and how the console edition sells before they commit more resources to releasing DLC content for it. So if you're looking to get the console edition, just know that as of right now, it seems to only be the base game. Now that is subject to change between now and whenever they decide to release it, but it's just going to be the base game for right now. So just remember that little tidbit right there. So what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think this expansion out to other platforms and systems mean? I guess I'm a glass half empty kind of person, and I see it as them trying again to find ways to bring in more revenue streams and everything, because it's kind of, it really has taken a downturn. I've seen it in just the community as a whole. There's not as many people playing it. I feel it's the same 20 people talking all the time, and a few random new people every so often, but you can really tell the game is almost 4 years old now. It's really dying out, and they are probably trying to reinvigorate and put it in front of more people's faces. But do you agree or not? Let me know down below. And what do you think about the possibility of a Season 5? I want to hear your thoughts. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long time since we've had a video on the channel, but I'm kind of in a lull right now, waiting for a few things going on. So stay around, stay tuned, and we will hopefully have more content very soon. With that, see you next time. Take care.